Hello and welcome to my channel skyriseastro. Thank you for joining me today and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to talk about the 2024 horoscope of Scorpio for the whole year. I'm excited about this video because me personally too, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm excited to see what will happen also to me this year. Let's read the motto of our sign. It's about intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. You, Scorpio, know what I am talking about. So let's start. So let's start with Jupiter that until May 21 is still transiting in the sign of Taurus in the seventh house. Let's read the motto of Jupiter: grow and expand. The motto of Taurus: trust, patience, and sensuality. And finally, the seventh house: profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Great. So, with this particular transit, dear Scorpio, there are two main principles. The one gives you the optimism that you will have people on your side, either in your marriage, in your relationship, or in your professional and social relationships. People who will support your position. The other principle also gives you the optimism that you can create better financial prospects with the cooperation of others. In principle, you can get a good financial advisor or someone can finance a candidacy, an arbitration, or you can be morally satisfied with an apology. Of course, if your profession is related to the law, like a lawyer, bailiff, and so on, but also as a real estate agent and financial broker, it could be an interesting year in terms of clients. This is a transit that helps you to be well paid. It also gives you the right to own and institutionalize. Great. So, some better news now. From May 22 and until the end of the year, Jupiter will transit the sign of Gemini in the 8th house of Scorpio. So, Gemini is about curiosity, intellect, and networking, and the 8th house, it's about transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. Great. So, dear Scorpio, this is the transit that allows you to make investments always through third parties to increase your initial investment. But it also gives you other benefits, such as the annual bonus, which increases the balance sheet. You can obtain in any way a fair compensation, discover anything of great value to you that is in disorder because of third parties. You may, after secretly informing yourself, obtain profits from foreign exchange and stock market activities, from buying and selling shares, bonds, and so on. But you may also find mortgages or profits from auctions and sales. You may even acquire a heirloom or collector's item. You may also acquire directly or indirectly a safe deposit box, a bank vault, and so on. At this point, you also have the opportunity to grant a loan, a sponsorship, etc. However, there are also the negative aspects of this transit, such as tendencies towards rudeness and deception in general. Let's go now to Saturn, that it's still transiting the sign of Pisces in the fifth house of Scorpio. Let's read here the motto. What is Saturn about? Feeling restricted, experience struggles, learn hard, work hard, and having patience. The motto of the Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. And finally, the motto of the fifth house, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. So, dear Scorpio, now that you have gained a full understanding of how Saturn works from your daily life, you are experiencing it in a Saturnian way. That is, you are getting used to listening, speaking, and moving with special attention. So you are now in a position to know that in order to create a good atmosphere, first of all, with the people you love, like children, emotional attachments, friends, and others, you will have to use a certain diplomacy in communication, which in some cases will also be used by them towards you. Also, if you keep a diary, you will find that your daily life will become a very good school, as you will learn to what extent you can take risks, especially in speculative activities, or to what extent you can benefit from taking up a second job. There is nothing to stop you from entertaining yourself and having fun, but if you overstep your bounds, you can easily be ridiculed. To break the monotony, you are usually interested in traveling, which increases your knowledge. But you can also become a man of prejudices if every difficulty you encounter is refuted according to its influence to you. Let's go now to Uranus, dear Scorpio, that is still transiting for another year the sign of Taurus in our seventh house. Let's see here the motto of Uranus. It's about radically change. The motto of Taurus, trust, patience, and sensuality. And the seventh house, it's about profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Great. So, this transit can bring about family conflicts. Maybe you have already seen that in the past 7 years with Uranus in Taurus, either because one person is rebelling or because property interests may be involved. Here, the more people involved, the more painful the problem will be. But family and property issues can go all the way to the courts. The bad climate can also be caused by the marriage or a relationship. Indeed, in the case of a problematic natal seventh house, the passage of Uranus through it can trigger the final act of the cohabitation project with a divorce. An unexpected event also can shake up your private life with social implications. So, Neptune is transiting the sign of Pisces like Saturn for all the year in your fifth house. So, let's read the motto of Neptune, dream and transcend. And let's repeat the motto of Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. And the motto of your fifth house, dear Scorpio, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. So, consider this one of the most important transits of your life, Scorpio, for amazing things are happening to you, to us. In particular, you will have unique inspirations that will cause you to act on them, even if they have nothing to do with your work. You may also have 1 or 2 children, even naturally or you may adopt even one. You may be involved in cinema, television, photography, and in general, moving and still images. There may also be the possibility of acquiring or being involved in a place of amusement if, of course, you have some connection with it. Gradually, however, you will find that your attractiveness increases as you become a more desirable person, not necessarily erotically, but for who you are and what you now radiate. It is not impossible, however, that you may also encounter love, a love that is different from the others. This means that your experience of it is unique. It usually appears through a platonic, divine, or perverse image, for it also depends to a great extent on the aspects it forms. Let's see now what is happening with Pluto. That for some months, a few months in this year, it will be still in Capricorn in your third house. Let's read here the motto of Pluto. It's about transformation. The motto of Capricorn: ambition, realism, and methodical steps. And finally, the motto of the third house, it's early learning, childhood, relations, the rational mind, and communication. This is a transit, dear Scorpio, that is bothering us, me included, as a Scorpio since 2008, since 16 years. And you may have experienced some very bad things during these years, especially if you were born in the 70s and had the Pluto in the sign of Libra. So, since the third house gives you an area of life, the ability to communicate by all means, you may have to adapt to new patterns of behavior. And although things are moving at a high speed, you may be moving at tortoise speed in this area. One view of this tactic of yours is that you preferred to consolidate the hows and whys of what you perceive at this time, not just in theory, but as a result. For this reason, you may be both have been cautious and in some cases harsh towards the proponents of more modern and particularly challenging concepts. However, since what will gradually take shape is your daily life, in which you will very quickly realize that you can be neither flexible nor rigid, nor relaxed, harmless, nor malicious, make sure you decode the messages from the beginning of this transit. The good news is that this transit, Pluto in Capricorn, is ending this year. It will be for a few weeks in January and again back from September until November 2024. For example, the third house works on the level of brothers and sisters and neighbors. Perhaps at some point, when the cusp of the third house or some other relevant horoscope element is activated, you will see the other side, good or bad, of these people. Your reputation may also have been affected in the last 16 years, either positively or negatively, even your memory. But in the end, now we as Scorpios are gaining maturity and wisdom in our daily dealings, even if you are very young. Me, unfortunately, I'm not so young anymore. So, from end of January 2024 until August, and after that again from November, and for the next 20 years, dear Scorpio, Pluto will transit Aquarius in our fourth house for the next 20 years. Ouch. So, Aquarius, it's about originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. And the fourth house, it's about cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. So this transit has not happened in the last 2 centuries. So there is no comparative data to report. But it will begin to be experienced by us Scorpio with this combination now and for the next 20 years. I find Pluto's presence in this particular fourth house difficult for us Scorpio. However, in the sense that it can mean not only family and property rearrangements, it can even mean repatriation under difficult and oppressive circumstances. For some people, because of difficult circumstances, it will not only be upsetting, it will have a significant impact on their life and mental health. Dear Scorpio, don't be afraid. We will be together to see what will happen in the next 20 years because of this transit. The good news is that this is a slow transit, so it will affect us in a very slow way over the next 20 years. Thank you, Scorpio, for being here today. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to leave a comment, a feedback. More and better videos are coming soon. I hope you are doing really well, and I wish you have a nice day. Bye.